Hey guys, what's going on? So I wanted to share with you 5 things I've learned in my first couple years of concert photography and hopefully they'll help you guys out. So the first thing I really want to get across is that it never stops being hard. I always, when I started I was like a lot of people where I liked my work but I understood that it wasn't as good as other people's work and I wanted to get there and I was itching to get there and I was bummed out that I wasn't there yet and I just wanted to keep working and grinding. I expected to get to a point where I was happy with my work. And it doesn't really work like that. I mean, I am happy with my work and my work has progressed a ton over the last couple of years, but even now I look at it and I'm still critical, still trying to think of how to make it better. What could I do differently next time? And that's super important to keep getting better, but it's also can be discouraging if you let it consume you and you let yourself be too critical of your work. The next big thing I've learned is that it's just like any other job. I mean, you have coworkers you really get along with and coworkers they're kind of different to, and a few coworkers you probably don't get along with too well, and that's normal. I mean, there's so many people there working, right? And there's all the venue staff, all the people that are on tour with the bands. I mean, they're the ones funding this whole thing. They're the ones that we're all really trying to please. There are so many moving parts that you're just not going to get along with everyone. But you are going to find a lot of people that you connect with and understand that you're all there for the same thing. And you're all just trying to do whatever your job is to the best of your ability. Everyone's there trying to do their best, just trying to do the same thing. So just be kind, try to make life easier for everyone. You guys can all succeed as a workplace. A lot of times I hear people complaining about certain things that came up that stop them from having a certain opportunity. And that happens. Things come up, maybe a contact falls through, maybe an event falls through, whatever it may be. Stuff goes wrong, stuff happens. Yes, I think you're the only one in your way. In saying that, I mean, obviously there's management in your way or bands in your way between whatever opportunity, but you have to show them that you've earned that opportunity. And if you can't do that, then you haven't earned it yet. You are the only thing in your way. I think that if you want opportunities, you gotta go get them, you gotta go earn them. So if you really want to shoot Post Malone or Warped Tour or whatever big event it might be, you gotta start with the smaller stuff. You gotta start shooting with friends and shooting local shows and shooting shows without photo passes. And you slowly build up until you can earn those opportunities. I don't think anyone's stopping you from getting there. I don't think there's anything in your way of getting there. I just think you have to put in the time and effort to do it. And that includes gear too. I mean, a lot of people like to blame their gear or credit their gear for their work. I don't think either one's true. I think it's ultimately the artist and it's about maximizing whatever tool you have. And obviously having a better camera or better lighting might be beneficial, but if you don't know how to use it and you haven't really perfected that craft of what you're doing, it doesn't matter how nice your gear is. Next thing I want to cover is just the importance of being able to hang out comfortably and happily with people. I mean, ultimately, photography puts you in pretty intimate moments with a lot of people that you've really never worked with, whether it's a band at their show, or a couple at a maternity shoot, or a wedding, or any kind of moment. And these are people who are choosing to include you in whatever significant moment they're having. And if you're not someone that people want to be around, they're not going to choose you for that. So it's important that you're not just forcing yourself down people's throats and, yes, you have to make money doing photography to keep doing photography, but it can't be all about money, because if people feel like they're just dollar signs to you, they're not going to work with you anymore. But on the flip side, if you can form a really good friendship with someone, they're going to keep coming back to you, even if the quality of your work might not be as good as someone else's, because they really like working with you and they feel like they can really get what they want out of you. And they feel like that you can really bring whatever vision they have to life and they're comfortable in that environment. So work on being flexible, work on being easy to be around, work on being able to work in any situation. Try to pretend that you're not stressed no matter how bad the shoot's going, pretend that everything's going well. The last thing, maybe the most important thing that I want to talk about is that you can learn from everyone. When I first started my concert photography experience, I felt like I was learning from everyone. I felt like I was taking in information from everywhere and it was way more than I could even begin to manage. And so slowly I started to block off different information. But I've realized since then that this doesn't work like that. You can't pick which conversations you have and expect to be successful. You have to just put yourself out there and just be willing to learn from everyone. Everyone can teach you something, whether they've shot a million shows, whether they've never shot a show before, whether they've played a million shows, whatever the context might be, everyone has something to teach you. Even if it's not explicitly photography stuff, maybe it's lifestyle stuff, maybe it's travel tips, maybe it's certain shows that are really good, certain bands that are great to work with. Whatever information might be, you can learn it from everyone, you will learn it from everyone. But if you don't put yourself out there and you don't have conversations and you aren't willing to learn from other people who might not be as experienced as you are, you're selling yourself short. So hopefully me sharing my mistakes with you guys and what I've learned helps you guys avoid some of the same mistakes. And just remember to keep shooting, just keep practicing and all this stuff will come to you. It's just a matter of experience and just a matter of putting yourself out there. And it just takes time sometimes, but be patient and keep shooting.